Alice's Magical Adventure, The Quest to Break the Witch's Spell. Once upon a time, in a land far away, there was a little girl named Alice. Alice was a brave and curious 5-year-old who loved spending time with her friends in the magical forest near her home. One day, Alice's best friend, Sophie, invited her to explore a new part of the forest they had never visited before. Sophie was a kind and adventurous girl with a passion for magic potions. She always carried a small bag of ingredients and bottles with her, just in case they needed to whip up a potion. Sophie's favorite dessert was chocolate cake, and she always had a little piece hidden in her bag to share with her friends. Alice and Sophie set out on their adventure, joined by their mischievous friend Tommy. Tommy was always making them laugh with his funny jokes and playful antics. Together, they made a great team, ready to face any challenge that came their way. As they ventured deeper into the forest, they came across a clearing with a beautiful, sparkling pond. The water shimmered in the sunlight, and the trees around it seemed to whisper secrets. Alice, Sophie, and Tommy were mesmerized by the beauty of the pond and decided to take a break and rest by its edge. While they were resting, they heard a rustling in the bushes nearby. Suddenly, a small, frightened creature emerged from the undergrowth. It was a tiny, glowing fairy named Lumina. Lumina explained that she had been running from the wicked witch, who had cast a spell over the entire forest. The spell caused the trees to lose their leaves, the flowers to wither, and the animals to hide in fear. "We have to do something to help Lumina and the forest," Alice said, her eyes filled with determination. "We can't let the wicked witch continue to spread her darkness." "You're right, Alice," Sophie agreed, reaching into her bag for her potion ingredients. "We need to find a way to break the spell. I have a feeling that the key to breaking it lies in the heart of the forest." Tommy, always ready for an adventure, chimed in, "Let's go. We can find the heart of the forest and stop the wicked witch together." With Lumina leading the way, the three friends set off on their quest. They faced many challenges along the way, but with courage and determination, they overcame them all. They crossed treacherous rivers, climbed steep hills, and navigated through dense, tangled undergrowth. As they ventured deeper into the forest, they noticed that the trees were becoming taller and more majestic. The air was filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers, and the sound of chirping birds echoed all around them. They knew they were getting closer to the heart of the forest. Finally, they arrived at a hidden grove where a giant, ancient tree stood tall and proud. The tree's trunk was covered in intricate carvings, and its branches stretched up to the sky, creating a canopy of leaves that shimmered with a magical glow. Lumina flew up to the tree and pointed to a small, hidden door at its base. "This is it," Lumina said. "The heart of the forest is inside. We need to find the source of the witch's spell and break it." With steady hands, Alice opened the door and led her friends inside. They found themselves in a large, cavernous room filled with magical artifacts and glowing crystals. At the center of the room, surrounded by a swirling vortex of dark energy, was a large, glowing stone. "That must be the source of the spell," Sophie said, her eyes wide with wonder. "If we can break it, the witch's spell will be undone." Tommy, always eager to help, suggested, "Maybe we can use one of your potions, Sophie. Do you have anything that can counteract the magic of the stone?" "I have just the thing," Sophie replied, pulling out a small bottle filled with a shimmering, golden liquid. "This is a potion of pure light and hope. It should be strong enough to break the spell." With a deep breath, Sophie poured the potion over the stone. The dark energy began to dissipate, and the stone's glow intensified until it burst into a brilliant, white light. The vortex of darkness vanished, and the room was filled with a sense of peace and tranquility. "We did it!" Alice exclaimed, hugging her friends. "We broke the witch's spell." As they made their way back through the forest, they noticed that the trees were once again full of leaves, the flowers were blooming, and the animals had come out of hiding. The forest was alive and vibrant, thanks to their bravery and determination. When they returned to the clearing by the pond, Lumina thanked them for their help. "You have shown great courage and friendship," she said. "The forest is forever grateful to you." With smiles on their faces and hearts full of pride, Alice, Sophie, and Tommy made their way back home. They knew that they could face any challenge as long as they had each other. And so, the brave little girl and her friends lived happily ever after, always ready for their next adventure in the magical forest.
Created by a kid and their parent using Talebot, click the link in the video description to create your own story.